Round two. Welcome. Thank you for coming on All Things Possible. Round two. All right. So today I asked my friend Larissa to come on. And she is from Berlin, but she is in Greece right now, near the beach. She's such a goddess. There's some women, most women, actually, yes, most 99% of the women that I see, there's something about their essence that screams out goddess to me in different forms. And it's so amazing to see on how many levels that we all have this goddessness about us. All right, yes, guys, I make up words here. Hi, John. Thank you for jumping on, even if it's for a moment. I appreciate you being here. I am bringing my friend Larissa on. She is a woman of spiritual healing. She's a spiritual tattooist. She is a tantric goddess. She's a Kali, Mother Kali. When I seen that, I was like, oh, my mom. My mom carries that same energy too. So I asked her to come on and share a little bit about her. Okay, I see her on. Larissa, I see that you're on in there. Just let's wait a few seconds. Sometimes it takes, excuse me, a moment before your name will pop on that I can add you on. All right, so whilst we wait, I'm going to kind of just go back over a little bit of what I was just saying. If you've been noticing these memes that says if you keep repeating something over and over again, that you're not learning your lessons from it. All right, I see that you're there. Not yet, Larissa. Almost, I think. Yeah, but if you're not learning from it, that you keep repeating it over and over. And I want to challenge that thought today by saying that sometimes it's not that you're not learning it while you keep repeating it. It's going to keep repeating because that is the process of life. What it is that you have done is when you level up and you have learned from it and it comes back at you again in a different form, you have a different set of information that you can choose to look at it now and make a different choice. And hopefully your choices just keep getting better and better. But when you keep repeating it, doesn't mean that you're not learning from it. I think when we see that meme, the other day it did to me, and I feel like it does to other people too. It makes a doubt saying, what am I doing? Because I've spoken to people that says, what am I doing wrong? Why I keep repeating this cycle over and over, whether it be your financial, health, or love. And so to challenge yourself and not to look at that as something as that you're not doing something right, but you're doing something from many different perspectives, and there's different choices that you can make to result, in an expansion one every time you do. So we're just chit-chatting. I see Larissa, this is so funny. Okay, I want to shut this off for a second. Oh, okay. All right, guys. I am going to bring my guest on now. Okay, I got it. I got it, Larissa. All right. So welcome my friend, my guest, Larissa, on the Greece island, I think. We're going to find out which one. Ta-da! It's adding, it's pulling all the way from Greece. I wonder what island she's on. I forgot to ask her. We're going to find out in a few moments here. So, all right, Greek gods and all the gods put together, and welcome Larissa. Let's do another round. Okay, I know, I'll stop it. Oh, you guys. Okay, Larissa, see if you can send it again for me, please. Okay, here we go.
Wow!
Yay!
Here we
It worked. Oh my goodness, I knew it. Welcome.
Hey.
Okay, let me turn off all these other distractions. How are you doing tonight?
Wow, I'm pretty good. It was
Yeah,
a super hot day. Super hot.
I was gonna ask
Holy.
you, is it?
But yeah, I got a massage.
Ooh,
It,
that
which
always
was
feels
really nice.
so good.
I'm
Yes.
by the beach and yeah, I thought I wanted to see the sea, the ocean while I'm
Are you?
speaking to you. So
Yes, I can hear it.
yes, exactly. You might be able to hear some people walking by. We will see, but
That's okay. Yes, that's
just
awesome. I can feel the vibration already, and that's what I wanted to feel, the vibration of Greece. I don't know why. I just love it so much. When I know a lot of people do, but
yeah.
just such a connection to there.
I mean,
Thank you again for joining me. I want you to first go ahead and introduce yourself, because I told a little bit about you, but what is your name? Who are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
yeah, my name is Larissa, and I'm a I'm a priestess, I would say. I think that
Yeah.
explains it best. Like everything I do,
Okay.
service, and the service of creation can find very, very different ways. So it's tattooing, it's tantra, it's breathwork. I've been working a lot with Kali. I've had different initiations in Nepal and had
Love that.
initiations in England too, with the priestess of Avalon. So yeah, I'm I'm probably what I would call as witch, probably because that's like the
Yes.
culture, right? So
Yes.
I do magic.
I know we were talking a little bit about that, about being
Yeah,
a witch, and it's so funny. Okay, first let me start. Let me start a little bit. So all these things that you took time to master and to learn, now you offer it helping other people. Is that what it is you do as a priestess? Correct?
of course,
Yes.
but
Okay.
that's like it's not like a profession. It's just a way of being,
Yes.
right?
A passion, a heart for you.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the path. It's everything. It doesn't matter if I do it while tattooing or if I'm just in the supermarket. You know,
Yeah. Oh,
it's
I love
always
that. It's just a natural way of being. Yes.
it's all about embodiment. Oh, now there's a car here. I'm sorry. It's loud.
That's okay. That's okay. Oh man, and then so okay, you said something. Oh, being about being a witch, and we talked a little bit about that. That I was gonna bring that up too, because I know that that is something that a lot of people in most religious structure is very afraid of that word. Of course, because of the picture that was painted what a witch is. But as time has progressed now, and more people have learned and stepped out in the power of being a witch, like I remember I was 16 years old, and I was with my aunt, my grandmother, and my mom. And we were all three firstborns, me, my mom, and my grandmother. And there's a certain point about the alignments of our planets, of how we had been coming on this earth. So it had been Sagittarius, Aries, Sagittarius, Aries, Sagittarius, Aries. And I broke it, first of all, with a son at a different age. And he was a Libra. He was no more. So I broke that chain. And I remember we were talking about that, and I heard my aunt says, "And we are witches," and I was like, "Oh, don't say that. People are gonna say." And I got a little bit about what they meant, because they healed me a lot of times with a lot of herbs. My grandmother's called a bushwoman, but that is what is called also a witch. Anybody who can uh, to alchemize energy to create
Yeah.
or and destroy sometimes, like Kali. So tell me a little bit, for you, what does being a witch mean for you? Because for me, it's using my powers for healing. I feel like all of us, that's what we do. But
Yeah, for me, it's probably more about the power of connection.
yes.
So connecting to everything, to the different realms of reality, to the different layers, and it's a lot about truth also, and
Mm-hmm.
about sovereignty and wilderness. And I've basically been called a witch my whole life just because I'm a redhead. So that's it. But at the same time, in Germany, we have like a very, very famous like audiobooks for children, like stories that I grew up with.
Yeah.
And it's about a little witch. She just lives somewhere in Germany, just a regular kid, and she and her mom, they are witches, and she would just be fun and have a lot of adventures. So for me, like this word was never something bad. It was always like,
Yeah.
yeah, cool. I'm a
Yeah.
so but I know it's a very triggering word. So I've come across situations, especially in the past years, when I started like really practicing, and
Mm-hmm.
doing ceremonies and rituals and being out in the woods. and dancing around fire, these things, you know, and people just witness it, and they go crazy, and they like, okay, and they call us witches, me and my friends were really, really triggered about this. They were like really upset and being just like, oh my God, everyone thinks we're witches. And I just looked at them and I thought, so what are we? I mean, how witchy can it get? Having like Kali rituals and like, so
Yeah.
and it scares people, of course, because it's something, you know, they perceive as dark and they assume dark is bad. But
Yeah.
for me, dark is like the essence of the feminine. It's the womb. It's Mother Earth.
Yeah.
It's the deep sea. You know, it's the
I love that. Yes. Yes.
and it,
I think that's where,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but that's where we're coming into now too, is accepting that dark, it and its evil, even in its evil presence persona a time frame, it serves its purpose for the expansion. So it's making peace with it, not saying you want to be a part of it, not saying that you are it, but accepting that it is a part of the expansion of that's what's happening, right? And so once you make peace with that, with like anything, they say if you make peace with your nightmare, it's no longer your nightmare. You can dance it to it. And that's what we do, is that we are learning to alchemize again our energy, right? To alchemize our energy and situations within an energy. So I'll do candle, what people call candle magic. But for me, I'm not even calling, and sometimes it depends, because there's sometimes where there's obstacle in my way in my life right now, and I cannot figure out from my own mind how to get past it. And so I call on different gods for different reasons. I know people are gonna be like, what? But I do. So I call on Ganesh when I have an obstacle I cannot think of how to remove from my heart. When I need to understand a person that I have something against and I want to apply forgiveness, I'll call on Jesus. When I want strength and power, I'll call on Shiva. When I need financial abundance, I'll call on Lakshmi. When I, so anyways, and it goes on and on and on and on. And so I will sometimes light candles, but not that I'm conjuring up a spirit, it's that I'm conjuring up the energy for clarification and to help shift the situation of whatever it is. I don't even specifically ask for it to be shift to this, to that, but whatever the wills of the gods is and the bigger expansion that my mind can see, help me allow it to shift to that. And that's magic. That's magic. That's what people call is magic.
It is exactly that.
Yeah.
Just like using your power of creation consciously.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Using your power of consciousness creatively. Somebody write that in the comments for me, please. I asked last time. I want to be able to read that again. That was so good. Okay, so I want to ask you about your spiritual tattooing. What is that? What is, because lately I've been using these filters with tattoos because I love them. And then I seen you all tatted up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to go get stick-on tattoos. But tell me, what is spiritual tattooing? What is that? How do you do that?
Well, there is no this one way of doing it, right? Because every person is very individual.
Right.
But it's basically the art of tattooing, using it in a magical way. Because if you put some symbols under your skin for the rest of your life, even if you might cover it or laser it or whatever, it will still be there. The energy is there, as long as you don't clear that off also. So and there is a great amount of magic and of power for creation, again, manifestation in that. And most of the people are simply not aware. They think it's what they like, and that makes them look cool or pretty or whatever, So,
and they don't know.
Usually
sigils, right? Like in the form of sigils or just different symbolisms, like you said.
It doesn't even matter. I could do like a regular rose in a very simple traditional style, but the thing is, for the person who wears it, it means something, right?
Right.
So it carries the symbol. The style doesn't matter.
I like that. Okay.
The style is just an expression. It's the same thing, you can you can summon the gods and ask for an answer. And there might be an eagle flying around, but you might also just listen to someone randomly walking by the street, and it will be your answer, you know?
Yes.
And so
Yes.
it doesn't matter if you get like a traditional boat tattooed or like a sigil. It's just,
Yes.
it's still, like, it carries the energy and the,
Yes. It's the intention.
yeah, exactly. And usually I do it, I always tell my customers that they need to be aware of the fact that they are probably not with me for a tattoo. I mean, they get a tattoo, but that's not the work. You know, the work is something different.
Yes.
Usually my customers, they will stay hours and hours and hours. I take a whole day for them, and we'll see where it goes. You know? Like,
Yeah. So they come originally coming to get a tattoo, but then who knows where spiritually it leads them.
yeah, I mean, they will definitely get a tattoo at some point, but
Yeah.
it's a journey, it's a process,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
tattoo is the end of the process, it's the rite of passage.
I like that. That's so different. I like that. So do you said customers, so that means you have customers beyond your tattoo, and do you also work with custom clients and customers with healing processes and some of the things that you've learned?
Of course. I mean, I don't do like classical healing sessions because I don't know, I don't really resonate with that field because
I get that.
I don't consider myself a healer. I can just open spaces and then healing will just happen by itself, you know. It's not,
Me.
whenever the person is ready, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's, my service is more about teachings and the experience. Like, so I do ceremonies, I do a lot of ceremonies, and I invite people and they come. I'm going to do a ceremony tomorrow because it's Lamas, Lunada in the Irish.
Okay.
It's the feast of the harvest. It's the celebration of.
Are you gonna do it on the beach?
Yes, there is a. It's a very spiritual place here, and down the beach, it's the nude beach usually. And in the evening, there is a place where they're always doing drumming circles and stuff. So tomorrow there's not going to be a drumming circle, but a Lunada ceremony.
Oh, can you do a live when you do that so we can see on your page?
I probably won't.
I know you'll be too busy
I need,
being in the
yeah,
ceremony.
I need to sit under some light.
Oh
It's
yes.
gonna be dark and sandy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, well, I try. So is there anything that you like to tell people about the work that you do? Like you said, it's not necessarily that it's work in the sense of, contract and get paid, but in the process of you being yourself wherever you are, you're doing your work. I get that. That's the same for me too. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in a room with a client or if you're meeting someone at the line at a grocery store. You're always being you. Same for me too. So we're always working in that sense. What is it that your intentions when you connect with people like that?
What are my intentions?
Yes.
Well, just to see people, probably, like,
Yeah.
make them.
Okay, I'll give you an example. What I mean by that question is, because I know it sounds kind of, my intentions, like when I go, is to always point people, of course, to themselves, right?
Yeah.
But I find that, like, when I connect with people, it's the authenticity, of course, right? But I feel like when I look into somebody's eyes, I want them to sense a healing also, so you're always sending out that love is always healing. So my intentions, like for doing this, what I'm doing right now, is to bring people together. I feel like all of us are gathering up together. More people are awake, more people are aware of that there's more than we've been told in any religious backgrounds that they are out there, that there's more that they've been told, and so that we can find like a oneness with each other, which brings healing, right? I feel actually in asking that question, I realized that's pretty much all of our intentions is what we're trying to do. Is there a specific way that you want to reach out to other people doing that?
Okay, so I think there are probably two things that I really want to bring into the world.
Yeah.
And it's like, first, it's sovereignty and it's joy. Because I really believe that this life is a game and it is to be enjoyed. There's nothing serious about it. And people are so powerful, like every single one. So if they just knew they don't have to suffer, we don't need to suffer. We can enjoy life. We're allowed to enjoy life. We can do it every moment, you know? I think
Yeah.
that really, that's our nature. Like back to the children, to the inner
Yeah.
children, you know?
Yeah.
So that's,
Okay, I love that. I recently, I'm sorry, go ahead. You cut off for a second. Go ahead.
that's probably what I bring to people or want to show them. Like,
Remind them. I love that because I was just saying, what I was interrupting you saying was that I've been seeing that pain is natural. We're going to have pain as part of expansion, just like darkness is, but suffering is a choice.
Mhm.
And so I love that you say that you want to help people realize that you're going to go through pain, but you don't have to suffer.
yeah.
And that's part of your connection. I love that.
I mean, like part of my, well, I'm connected through my inner child to the source, I would say. That's my connection to
Yeah.
source, you know, the inner child.
Yeah.
So I am just, I mean, it was a blessing. I was born like this, but I can actually really feel beneath all pain and all shit and all drama, there is this deep giggle inside of me
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
just thinks everything is hilarious. Like, just,
You don't take anything serious.
yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
it's just as serious as we let it be, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I
we,
agree.
we are creators of our own reality, so why would we decide to make it
Yeah,
difficult?
harder one than it already is gonna naturally be. Yeah.
You know, and I mean, pain, there is always going to be pain, but there is always going to be healing as well, and love. And
Yeah.
I mean, in the end, the pain is also love. It just shows you where you need to put your attention to, where there's no
Yeah.
love, you know. And so everything is in your favor. There is nothing in this world which is ever against you, so you can just embrace it.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. If people wanted to reach out to you, I know I always tell people you can tag my guest name on the top right here. Is there another way that they can reach out to you?
Well, Facebook is good. Instagram would be good, and
Okay.
then I have a website which is called the Sacred Sisters of Unity .com. It's a website because I'm offering a priestess training, basically
Okay.
wholeness. It's a 9-month training, so they can also reach out over there.
Okay. I think I have that website because you sent it to me. And then if you put your Instagram yes, your Instagram link and everything in the comments right here so people can find you. And then when I upload it onto YouTube, if anybody sees the video and they want to reach out to you to know more, they know how to reach out to you
Okay,
also.
perfect.
Okay, thank you so much for taking time of your night. I know, what time is it there, and what island are you on, by the way?
Oh, I'm in Corfu.
And what is it?
Corfu.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
You never Corfu? Really?
No, I haven't heard of it. I think I've been so focused in on the serotonin, and I think only like 2 islands I know of the Greece, and that's probably because I swear I focus in on. I haven't expanded.
Don't know if you can.
Is it a big island too, or small?
Well, it's pretty small. Can you see the beach behind me and
Let me see. Hold on.
this
I
for
can
you?
see. Oh yes, I can see it. Oh, I can see it. I want to go to the beach, so I was like, I want to go tomorrow to the beach so badly. So you just might have inspired me to go. Just go. It called me and says, "Come to me."
Yeah, go to the beach and have a little lama ceremony by yourself.
Yes, I probably will do that tomorrow. All right, Larissa, thank
Perfect.
you so much for joining me again. I
Thanks for
appreciate
having
you
me.
taking time, your beautiful self and your soul. I hope that you continue to share with each other. And if you have anything else that you want to offer, you're welcome to come back in and share it in All Things Possible as well,
Oh, thank
okay?
you so much. Thank you
All
for your
right.
work.
All right. I love you. Yes,
I love you too.
it
You're
was nice
beautiful. You're
having you
beautiful.
too.
Just shining.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
All right. Talk to you soon.
you.
Bye. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. That was a late night in Greece with the goddess, witch, Tantra healing, Larissa. I love the intentions for her. She said when she meets people is that they find that they don't have to suffer, that suffering is a mental choice that you make, that we are naturally going to go through pain in life, but you choosing to suffer is a different thing. And it kind of adds to me again too how I started off with, you know, you're going to repeat things in life and there are going to be hard moments in life. It doesn't mean when you're repeating it that you haven't learned your lesson. It means that there's a different aspect of the lessons that you're learning. And something else that she said that I want to point out that I understood also is that we take it so serious and it's not permanent. There's nothing really serious to the point where you fight wars. Those people who have died, yes, they've started stepping and aligning a change for us. Um, so, well, maybe that's a bad example because sometimes war is necessary, and I know that now. But the thing is that sometimes we get so caught up in wanting people to understand what we mean, how we see things, how we live, and identify with our story so much because we identify it as being permanent, and it's not. There's nothing serious going on here in the sense of that because it's not going to be forever that you're going to keep anything, person or place or situation. Everything changes. There's a process in life. So today, flow with your process. And if you have time, join me later. I will have reggae artist Ken Sirius on with me. We're going to talk about some music, what conscience music is, and share a little bit about his journey. All right, you guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, the rest of your week, whenever you catch this. Thank you for taking time to watch our video. And blessings. I'll talk to you later.